Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This is a very impromptu sort of video on a review or mostly just talking about laser hair removal and IPL. First of all, again, putting up a disclaimer one more time that I am in no way qualified to give any sort of advice because I am not a professional. I don't even have much knowledge. Whatever knowledge or experience I have is through my own personal experience and what I have been through. So just putting that aside so that nobody comes up to me and says, yeah, aapne kaha tha. So none of that is happening. Maine kisi ko kuch nahi kaha tha, okay? Whatever decision you make is totally and completely your own. I'm just sharing my personal experience. So, so my relationship with laser hair removal is 12 years old. Yeah, I got my first laser hair removal thingy done after I got engaged. So that was like 12 years ago, really long time. But yeah, I had a lot of facial hair. People who knew me back then would know that alhamdulillah, blessed with a lot of hair on my body, very good hair. So unfortunately for me, I did have a lot of facial hair as well, and not just eyebrows and upper lips, but I had like proper Elvis sideburns. Like the hair on my sideburns was, no exaggerating, but at least 2 inches long, like this long, this long. This is how it would be. So imagine that for a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl all the way up till university and till I was working as well. So that was the hair I had. So then when I was in university, I started getting it waxed. Now with waxing as well, waxing on your face is not a very pleasant process because I used to wax my face. My skin would break out quite a lot. It's the constant pulling of your skin with that hot wax, which isn't even very hygienic in Pakistan, and I could not afford to go to any fancy place as well. So they would just like cough, and I would get a lot of pimple. I still have a lot of scarring left from that. So, and also like even after I got waxed, it would be good for 2 weeks, and then the third week hair would start growing out and it would be really little and tiny, and it would still get dark over here. So it was a very painful thing to have or to go through, but lucky for me, I was really confident. I didn't care about it much, even though there were a couple of comments here and there from people about my facial hair, but usually nobody had the guts to say anything to my face because that's the way I was. So yeah, when like Hamad and I, we sort of knew each other and everything, but every time I met him, I had my face all clean, so he didn't really know about it. So I was like very when I once I told him, I was like, okay, I have facial hair, and he was like, doesn't matter, it's not a big deal. That's probably when I knew he was the perfect. And I am so grateful that one of our family friends, my mom's friend, she was the one actually who pushed me to get laser hair removal done. She gave me a contact number of the doctor and she was like, get this done. And at that time I was really scared because this was like 12 years ago. Not a lot of people were getting hair removal done through laser. The technology wasn't that advanced, and also there were these little small parlors in Karachi which were doing this sort of thing, and the results were not good. Like the day before I was supposed to go for my laser hair removal, I came across a woman who had black patches on her face, and she said she went to one of the parlors and she got it done. And I was so upset. Went home and I was crying, and I even talked to my auntie. I was like, this is what she said, and I'm so scared. What if I get scars on my face? And she said, you're not going to a parlor, you're going to a proper doctor. He's a qualified doctor, he has his clinic. So anyway, I just sucked it up and I went there. Now if you guys will ask me for the details, I won't remember. I don't even remember his name. I only remember that his clinic was on Tariq Road, and at that time it cost 5,000 rupees for a sitting. It cost more, but because auntie told him that I could not afford anymore. This was from my salary. I was paying it from what I earned, and she said, talk to him, and she said, please reduce your charges and something, and he was really kind. I still, like, every time I think about him, a small prayer. I just said a small prayer for him. I don't know where he is or what he's doing, but he reduced the charges for me, and he charged 5,000 per sitting, and I had to get like my whole face and neck laser. So at that time, I remember the technology wasn't as good. I'll talk about how it is now. They did not have any cold air blowing on your face. He would just do the laser and then blow some cold air on my face. So it did sting, it did hurt, but that was nothing compared to the pain of having your face waxed every single week. So initially I had to do it every 3 weeks. I had to go for a sitting 3 weeks, then after 4 weeks, then after 6 weeks, and then I did it for a year. I did 10 or 12 sittings. The sittings get spaced out. Like for 2 months I wouldn't have any hair growth, which was the best thing ever. Like I would be so amazed. I saw the results after the first sitting itself. Like the first one, after 3 weeks I got my hair growth, whereas with the normal wax, it would be 1 week maximum. That's how fast my hair grew. So 2 weeks I was hair free, then 3, then 1 month, then 1.5 months, then 2 months, then 4 months. So that is how it got. And then I got married and moved to Dubai. So I could not continue with my sittings. Like after that, it was just more of a touch up. Like I had to do after 6 months, but I could not do that, which was fine. I was living my happy life and I had no problems at all. Like my hair had gone. So then I was fine. I was hair free. Then I got pregnant with Shanze and some of my hormones changed and stuff. And I started noticing some hair growth on my chin. I would wax that. I would remove that, tweeze it or thread it. Then I got pregnant with Alia. Then I noticed some more hair growth. Again, your hormones change during your pregnancy. And I had some over here and some on my neck and stuff. So then again in Australia, I thought I'd go for laser hair removal again. Then I went here. Technology had advanced so much by then. Now the process is even less painful and they have a cooling agent. Like they constantly blow cool air on your face as well. So then I got that done and it has been really good now. Even my upper lip growth has really slowed down and I just get like the baby hairs on my face. So now the points are that laser works the best on our desi skin tone. It does not work that well on a lighter skin tone with fine hair or on a very dark skin tone. It works on an olivish skin tone. And also there are different types of lasers. They do have a different technology for lighter skin, but the best results are achieved on this kind of skin tone with dark hair. And the darker and thicker your hair is, the faster it goes away. Like this hair that I had over here, the 2-inch long Elvis sideburns, those were the first to disappear. It has been very long, but my upper lip hasn't completely disappeared. I'm still going through it, but the darker and thicker hair, which I thought was a curse, actually turned out to be a blessing, and that was the first to go and did not take a lot of time. So then I was getting my face sitting done. I still used to go for touch-ups for my face as well because I would have some hair over here and I still have my upper lip, which I just wanted to get lasered. But even though some people asked about cost, the costs vary. They give really good discounts where everything is at a 50% off and you book your sitting. So sometimes like for full face wax in Australia costs $35 at a reasonable place, and full face laser if you book it on an offer also costs $30 or $35. So I think that is a win-win situation. So that's what I would do. I would book in sessions and get my face done up. Then came the whole COVID thing and I couldn't go to a laser clinic to get my face lasered. Also, I was looking into getting the rest of my body done as well because, of course, hair everywhere. My pet name should have been Madhubala. But so then, for the longest time, I had been thinking of investing in an IPL machine, but it costs like an arm and leg. It starts anywhere from $600, $700, $800. So I was very hesitant in putting that sort of money up. But then after talking it through with some friends and people who've had experiences, I thought, why not go for it? So that I can get my arms, underarms, legs, bikini line all done at home. So that's what I thought, and that's when I went ahead and started doing some research. Well, not a lot of research, just asked around some friends, and then I just went into Shaver Shop one fine day and they had a sale and I was like, oh my god, let's just get it. So I have had an IPL machine for only, well, I'll try to be careful. So this is what the kit looks like. Without further jabbing, this is what the kit looks like, and it comes with this machine. I got a Braun IPL Pro 5. Yeah, so Expert Pro 5, this is what it called. It has this bigger head for arms or legs or thighs, and then you can change it to the smaller head. You can just remove this and put this here, and this is for the smaller and more precise areas like your upper lips and your face. And then this here is the sensitive setting. You can set it up if you want it to be really sensitive to your skin, although that would affect show results a little slower. But in my sensitive parts where it hurts me, like my upper lip or the crevices of my arms or under my knees or the joints of my thigh, that's where it really pricks. So I just go a little sensitive over there. I don't want to burn myself. So that is it. And this is IPL. This is different from laser. This is a light technology. Laser has quite a lot of different wavelengths. IPL, the light has a specific wavelength. It is basically going to destroy the root of your hair with the light. What I got to know about Braun is that this has the Senso Adapt technology. It actually just senses your skin tone and adapts to it and sends the light ray according to that tone. Like even on our body, it's not one skin tone. Your face would be a different color, your hands would be a different color, your arms would be a different shade. So what it does is when you keep it on your hand, it'll sense the shade of your skin and the amount of energy that it needs to provide, and then you just press the button and zap it, and the light emits and goes all the way into the root and tries to destroy the hair follicle. So to use this, you have to first shave your arms. Your body should not have any hair. I shave my face. I actually okay, I don't have it here, but I use a face razor, face razor, and shave my face, and then I use the IPL machine on it. And same goes for my other parts of my body. I shave it so that there's no hair. If there is hair, the light goes on the hair and it burns the hair, and you get a stinging, burning sensation on your arm. So make sure it's clean shaved. The good thing is that the machine does not fire the light till it is perfectly connected with your skin. So it reduces the chance of you harming yourself. It wouldn't work if it's not in a correct position. I think that's the good thing about technology now, is that it's taking out it's taking out most of the guesswork and doing actually a smart job. So I will not suggest that. I'm going to highly suggest go for it. I've invested in it and I am going to see how it works out. I have been using it for 4 weeks. It's been going fine. It does not hurt much. It does not hurt. It's like one stinging sensation, but I have a very high threshold of pain. Of course, on the sensitive areas like my underarms or, as I said, the crevices, it does feel like stinging. But if you are used to waxing and threading, I guess we women are very strong and we'd be fine. If it was a man getting it done, I'm pretty sure they would have a different story to tell. But I think we wouldn't be that bothered by it. So this is what it is. I am going to keep updating you on the results. At the moment, I am using it every week. You should not use it more than a week. Hello. You should not use it more than a week because that would not expedite the process. It would only harm you. Because I get my hair growth every week, that is why I am using it every week. After a while, if I notice that there's no hair growth for 2 weeks, I'll start using it in 2 weeks, then 4, and then let's see how it goes. And I don't think this video is gonna go any longer because I have a koala. This has gone on really long. Let's cut it short, and I'll just answer. I think I have answered most of the questions that were asked through this. So some of the questions were, someone asked about IPL or diode. I am really sorry, I have no idea about diode. I have never used it, never heard of it. This is actually the first I've heard of it, and I read up a little, so I am not really sure which one is better. Then can we do wax or threading after laser? Yeah, but why would you? Like, why would you want to? After laser, your hair reduces so much that you don't need to do anything else. Just go for a top-up session whenever you feel like. During the time when you're doing laser, I would suggest not doing any waxing because wax pulls the hair out of the follicle. I'll have a look. It pulls the hair out of the follicle. For the laser to work, there should be some hair in the follicle because the light actually penetrates through your skin layer and damages that follicle and weakens it and keeps it from growing. So if the wax has already pulled that out, then there's nothing there for the laser to damage. So that is why it's always suggested to use razor in between laser and IPL treatments, and that is what I am doing. Then girls with childbearing age can do laser. I don't know, I was in prime childbearing age before I got married and got my laser done, and I have 2 childs that I bore. So I'm not sure. What I have heard is that you shouldn't do it before 18 years of age. And then do we continue using it for life? Again, you would need probably 6 months touch up for life, which is, I think, a very much better. And after 6 months also, it's not like the whole hair grows back, just a little bit grows back. So totally your call if you want to do it every month, or do you want to have a touch-up session 6 months, or even if you're not doing laser and you're getting a little bit of hair, you can just wax it or thread it or whatever you want to do. So that is it. I think this is the longest. I was planning on putting it on stories, but then it got so long that I think stories would have died. And she's back again. Before Alia comes again and before this video gets even longer, I'm going to show you how it works. So this is what it's like. I have connected the plug in. It's really long. That's the good thing. And then you just press this button. That's the feather thing. And now it's on. You hear this sound, and now when it's 3 lights over here, that means it's on very sensitive setting. So I'm gonna do it to at least 2. I'm not sure if it'll capture properly on camera, and also because I did my face yesterday, I don't want to burn it too much. But this is what happens. You put it on your face, and when it's all white, it has just sensed your skin and tone and everything, and it's ready to go. It fires a light. If it's not on properly, like if it's not touching my skin, can you see that it gets red when it's not properly put? So it's red, that means it won't go. Even if I press the button, it won't go because that means it's not connected with my skin properly. But when it's at the right space, you just press it and there it goes. So I use the bigger head for my arms and legs. Switch it off. Bigger head for my arms and leg, and just keep pressing the button, and it takes like 2 to 3 minutes for both my arms. Doesn't take that long. And same goes for my underarm. I just put my arm up and stuff. You can use it on your bikini line, but you cannot use it on your genitals, or your nipples, anywhere where the skin is dark, because as I said, it does not work on dark skin. IPL would not work on very dark skin. It would burn it. So if you have like an olive skin tone, this is what it would work best for. So don't ever try it in your genitals or stuff like that, but it works fine on bikini line. Like I do my stomach with it as well. I've done my back too. So yeah, for hairless stuff. And that is it, I guess, before Alia comes back again. If you have any more questions, drop them in comments. I'll try to answer them as much as I can. This has to be, I think, the longest video ever. I hope you had the patience to go through it. Thank you for watching and bye.